Hello students, in the previous lecture we have discussed about the physical properties of the second year group of elements, and now we are going to see about the chemical properties of the second year group of elements. Okay, so before going to these, just again we need to discuss the relation between the alkali metals. Okay, that means first year group of elements. Okay, when you compare the reactivity, the chemical reactivity with the alkali metals, generally the reactivity of the alkaline earth metals are less than the alkali metals because the decrease in the size. Okay, and generally you know that the react again come to the within the group, the reactivity increases from top to bottom because of the increase in the ionization enthalpies. Okay, so from left to right or from the alkali metal the reactivity decreases because of the increase in the ionization enthalpy, but when you come to the within the group from top to bottom the reactivity increases. That means from beryllium to radium the reactivity will be increases. Okay, but come to the alkali metals, that means first A to second A the reactivity decreases. Okay, the reactivity decreases because of the increase of ionization enthalpies. Here because of the decrease in the ionization enthalpies. Okay, right. So now we can see that the first reactivity towards the air and water. Okay, so here the first two elements beryllium and magnesium. So generally when they are react with the oxygen in the air and water, so they cannot react. Okay, that simply you can say that kinetically inert means thermodynamic. If you want to react they can react, but the rate of the reaction is very slow. Okay, the rate of reaction is very slow because of the formation of an oxide film on the surface. That means very simple. You know that you suppose some magnesium crystal will be like this. Magnesium crystal ila undi anukondi. Okay, and when you start that reaction with the oxygen, okay, what will happen? Some amount of the surface magnesium, react with the oxygen and form some magnesium monoxide film. Initial ga reaction jaruputundi. Okay, so what magnesium react? The surface magnesium react with the oxygen and form some kind of film on this. So I am drawing, this is the magnesium oxide film. And now when the magnesium oxide film form on the magnesium surface, and this magnesium oxide is already we discussed cannot react with the further oxygen, or it cannot allow to react the inside magnesium. లోపటున్న మెగ్నీషియం తోటి అది రియాక్షన్ చేయడానికి అలో చేయదు అన్నమాట. సో దట్ సింప్లీ యూ కెన్ సే దట్ ద ఇన్సైడ్ మెగ్నీషియం వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ దేర్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ reactive. Okay, so similar to magnesium, beryllium also. Okay, but what can react is that if suppose when you grind this one into the fine powder, then this powder react with the oxygen and form the magnesium monoxide. And similarly the beryllium fine powder also react with the oxygen and form the corresponding beryllium monoxide. Okay, ఒకవేళ అది బల్క్ స్టేట్ లో ఉంటే మాత్రం ఏమవుతుంది అంటే this cannot react because whatever the surface magnesium react with the oxygen and form a kind of magnesium oxide film on the surface, and then this film stops the further reaction of the oxygen with the inside magnesium. ఓకే, ఈ లోపల ఉన్న మెగ్నీషియం తోటి అది రియాక్షన్ జరపకుండా ఈ పైన ఉన్న మెగ్నీషియం ఆక్సైడ్ ఫిలిం ఏదైతే ఉందో అది స్టాప్ చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ ద రియాక్టివిటీ టువర్డ్స్ ద ఆక్సిజన్ రియాక్టివిటీ, రైట్. బట్ yeah, here, so what I said, generally the fine powder of the beryllium react with the air and form the beryllium monoxide and beryllium nitride. Similarly, the magnesium also react with the air in, okay, and form the magnesium oxide and magnesium nitride. But when the beryllium powder burns, that means you are burning, right? You are heating means you are burning. When you burns it burned with the brilliantly intense brightness, brilliantly intense brightness. Similarly, the magnesium powder also burn with the dazzling brilliance brightness. Simple ga cheppalante, it is about the crackers. You know that the crackers, when you burn, what will happen? You can see a very high intense brightness of the light. Okay, so mar cracker lopata em untundi, that is nothing but the magnesium powder, the magnesium fine powder. So when you burn that magnesium fine powder, you can see that much of dazzling brilliance, extremely bright light. Okay, next come to the others, calcium, strontium, barium. These are mostly reactive because from top to bottom the reactivity increases. Okay, so they readily react with the air and form the corresponding oxide and nitrates. Okay, similarly the corresponding calcium, strontium, barium react with the water vigorously and form the corresponding hydroxides. Okay, so this is about the reactivity towards the air and water. And next we can see the reactivity towards the halogens. Okay, so what will be the reactivity is that generally the reactivity of these alkaline earth metals are little bit less than the alkali metals, right? Okay, so that is the reason why when they are reacting with these halogens, they use some temperatures at elevated temperatures and form the MX2 type. Suppose you are reacting the magnesium with the chlorine and at a elevated temperature it forms the magnesium chloride. And if suppose calcium fluorine, it forms the calcium fluoride. Okay, but come to the beryllium difluoride. This method is not suitable for the preparation of the beryllium fluoride. This method is not suitable because the reactivity is very less. Okay, so that they can choose the alternative method. What is the alternative method? By the decomposition of diammonium beryllium fluoride. Okay, so when you decompose this diammonium beryllium tetrafluoride, you can get the beryllium fluoride. Okay, and come to the again beryllium dichloride also. The preparation of the beryllium dichloride also not that much of good with this method. Okay, so that again they'll go with the alternative method, that is beryllium oxide. When they react with the carbon and chlorine at a temperature of 600 to 800 kelvins, you can get the beryllium dichloride. Okay, and the next one is the reactivity with the hydrogen. Okay, you know that generally the first year group of elements and second year group of elements, when they react with the hydrogen, they form a corresponding hydrides. Okay, so here is also the elements all react with the hydrogen except beryllium and form the corresponding hydride. Okay, that means magnesium hydride, calcium hydride, strontium hydride and barium hydride. But whatever the beryllium hydride, for that they'll go with the alternative method, that is beryllium chloride on reaction with the lithium aluminum hydride, you can get the beryllium hydride. Okay, this is the alternative method. And the next one is the reactivity with the acids. So generally the reactivity with the acids are very high with these metals. Okay, they can readily react with the acids and form the corresponding salt. That means magnesium chloride. Suppose if it is a magnesium, it forms the magnesium chloride. If it is a calcium, it forms the calcium chloride. Okay, like that. And the next one is the reducing nature. Okay, you know that the first year group of elements are strong reducing agents. Okay, again in that lithium has the highest reducing nature. Okay, very similar to that, these elements also strong reducing agents, but compared to the first year group of elements, those are weaker than the alkali metals. Okay, so ఇవి కూడా స్ట్రాంగ్ గా రెడ్యూసింగ్ నేచర్ ఉంటుంది, కానీ కంపేర్ విత్ ద ఆల్కలీ మెటల్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ లెస్, రైట్? ఓకే, అగైన్ ఫ్రమ్ టాప్ టు బాటమ్ the reducing nature increases because of the decrease of ionization potentials. Okay, from top to bottom the reducing nature will be increases. Okay, and the next one is that solution in a liquid ammonia, solutions of liquid ammonia. Okay, so what we discussed in the last first year group of elements, when you place a piece of metal in the liquid ammonia, suppose some sodium is there, when you place a little amount of the sodium in the liquid ammonia solution, so what will happen, the liquid ammonia solution color that will change from colorless to blue color, right? Okay, very similar to that, here is also when you place a little amount of the magnesium in the liquid ammonia solution, the color will be changes to the deep blue color. So compared to here, the blueness will be high, deep blue color. It is because of the free ammoniated electrons. That means when the metal dissolves into the ammonia, it loses its 2 electrons, and that 2 electrons are in the free state. I free ga untai. ఎలా ఉంటాయి మరి, వెన్ దే ఆర్ కంబైనింగ్ విత్ ద అమోనియా అయితే కంబైన్ అయ్యి ఫ్రీగా ఉంటాయి. సో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ యూ కెన్ సీ ద డీప్ బ్లూ బ్లాక్ సొల్యూషన్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ ద కెమికల్ ప్రాపర్టీస్, రైట్? అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వీ కెన్ సీ ద uses of the second year group elements, right? Okay, so what are the uses? The first, beryllium. So generally all of them form some kind of alloys. So beryllium form an alloy of copper beryllium, and that is used in the preparation of the high strength springs. Okay, where you require the high strength springs, they'll go with the copper beryllium alloy. Okay, similarly the beryllium metal used for making the windows of X-ray tubes. Okay, generally some in the some instruments we can use the generation of the X-rays, right? Okay, X-rays, and that has a filament, and that filament has particular window, and this window should be special because this window should not stop these X-rays or should not deviate. Okay, so it has to go very straightly and it should not absorb any X-rays. So that is the reason you need a specific window here. Okay, so that they will use the beryllium metal they will use to make the windows of X-ray tubes. Okay, and the next one is the magnesium also forms some kind of alloys with the aluminum, zinc and manganese and tin. Okay, but in this the magnesium aluminum is a light in mass. Okay, this alloy has a light mass, so that they will use in the aircraft constructions. Okay, and not only that, this magnesium also used as a flash powder and bulbs. Okay, used in the flash powders and in the bulbs. What is the flash powder? It is the crackers, you know that, right? And this is also used in the incendiary bombs. Okay, because of this high heat evaluation, they'll use it in the incendiary bombs and in the signals because it releases a lot of smoke. Okay, and the next one is that magnesium hydroxide. They'll use in the magnesium hydroxide in water, they'll use as a antacid. The magnesia, we called it as a magnesia, they'll use it as a antacid in the medicine. Okay, next the magnesium carbonate. It is an ingredient of the toothpaste. It is one of the ingredient of toothpaste. Okay, next one is the calcium. Generally the calcium used in the extraction of the metals from the oxide ores. You learned in the metallurgy chapter in the 10th class, right? Okay, and next one is that calcium and barium. Combinedly they'll use it to remove the air from the vacuum tubes. Okay, because these two are the very good absorbents to absorb the moisture or air. Okay, and the strontium carbonate used for the manufacturing of the glass for color TV picture tubes. Okay, strontium carbonate is a very important in the manufacturing of the glass for the color TVs picture tubes. Similarly, the radium, it is a radioactive element, so that they'll use it in the radiotherapy, that is in the treatment of cancer. Okay, this is all about the uses of the second A group of elements, right? Okay.